The reason why Hamas turned to armed resistance against Israel on October 7th is because they tried all other means. When Palestinians launched the Great March of Return in 2018, tens of thousands of people marching peacefully, they were gunned down by Israeli snipers. When Hamas leaders accepted the Arab League peace proposal of a two-state solution, accepting just 22% of Palestine, their historic homeland, Israel said they wouldn't even discuss it. So that answers the question of why Hamas has turned to armed resistance, because when they've tried to pursue the diplomatic path, Israel has ignored them. And that's the fundamental problem here. Rabbi Shmuley mentioned countries in the region that don't have electricity, whereas the other whereas other countries thrive. Well, all those countries that Rabbi Shmuley mentioned, Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, they share another thing in common with the Palestinians. They've been relentlessly attacked by U.S.-Israeli aggression for years. The Iraq War, for example. Syria, Israel's stolen the Golan Heights, is currently stealing more territory today. Lebanon, Israel invades in 1982, kills tens of thousands of people, occupied it for many years, recently undertook a new round of massacres. So if Rabbi Shmuley cared about the people of the region, and all Israel apologists, what they would simply do is say, for the first time in our history, we're actually going to accept the right of Palestinians to have their own land, not come up with these fantasies of ethnic cleansing, which Israel has tried to do since its founding in 1948. Say, we're actually going to recognize the rights of Palestinians to have self-determination, which everybody in this world has. And the reason why they don't accept that is because they're a Jewish supremacist state founded on this idea that Jews are superior, have a biblical right to all this land, and that's why they're pursuing their current
all right,
path.
But Aaron, let me ask you this. All right, but Aaron, on this issue of power, for example, electricity, I've explained how the process works. So Israel supplies more than half of Gaza's power. They get $11 million a month from the Palestinian Authority, which is gained from tax revenue from Palestinians. So it's a quid pro quo, if you like. But as we look forward here, my question, and I think it's a perfectly good one from Rabbi Shmuley there, is Hamas were given billions of dollars. Over $6 billion is reported to have been given. And they could have gone one of many ways, right, with that money. They could have built a more prosperous Gaza if they wanted to. But instead, they spent or squandered that money on effectively building a terror network amongst the civilian population and then unleashing hell on October the 7th against the people of Israel. What they didn't do was make Gaza self-sufficient for energy or water or anything else. And my question would be, well, why didn't they? And as a result of that, what's your view of what's now happened?